I want to talk about that idea of dreams for a minute. I want to stay on that for a minute on the idea of dreams because I want you to put yourself in the 49ers shoes today. In the NFL, there are two really big dreams. You want to get rich, you want to make a lot of money, and you want to win a Super Bowl. As a young kid, from the time you're 8 years old, the time you can carry a football around and you understand what the NFL is, most players have this dream, man, I'd love to win the Super Bowl. You daydream, you run around in your backyard, you're winning a Super Bowl. And we all have dreams. I can tell you from personal experience, getting really close to a dream you've had for a long time. Something you've worked really hard for a long, long time, put in hours of work to achieve. To get so close and then fail at achieving your dream, oh man, it's heartbreaking. It's so painful. It's so painfully gut-wrenching, and I feel so bad for the San Francisco 49ers today. Just imagine you're Jimmy Garoppolo, the 49ers quarterback. You wake up, it's Monday morning, you won the Super Bowl yesterday, and you look in the mirror. Just crushed. You haven't shaved, your hair's a mess, your body hurts from getting beat up, and you lost the Super Bowl. It's just a crushing defeat. You came all that way. You had a 13-3 regular season. You fought hard, emotional victories. You beat the Saints in the Superdome, 48-46, that crazy comeback. You beat the Seattle Seahawks in the final play in the end of the game, end of the year. You were the first seed in the NFC. All the countless hours and the countless amount of work you put in to get to the Super Bowl. You put your heart and soul into that. And you wake up Monday morning, the guy who lost the Super Bowl. And you're just like, man, I got to do it all over again? I got to do that whole process over again? All the off-season training, all the meetings, all the OTAs, minicamp, training camp, practice every day, 15-hour days, watching film constantly. And you got to realize the team that plays in the Super Bowl either plays 19 games, or if you play in the first round of the wild card round, a team that wins or plays in the Super Bowl could play up to 20 games during the course of an NFL season, 20 football games. Months and months and months and months and months of your life headed towards one goal. And I'll be honest, I would much rather be the guys who lose in the NFC Championship game or the AFC Championship game. Because then you're like, we got to get back. We have a lot to work on. We got to get better. We got to get back to that Super Bowl. But I just feel bad for the 49ers, man. Losing the Super Bowl is kind of like getting left at the altar, where you're literally like, it's your wedding day, you're there, and she doesn't get married to you. She has cold feet, she runs away. She doesn't do it. You get so close, and then you don't get married. And it's brutal. Now you got to go on more first dates with other people. You got to get to know another girl's favorite food, another girl's favorite movie, and another girl's type of music she likes, and go on other things and learn things about her. Meet her parents. Maybe you're a guy. Maybe you want to meet a guy, and that's how you do it. My point is not that. But eventually, after you lose that relationship, you get back to a place where you're like, okay, I can do it. I can go on dates again. I can go do this. But it takes time. It takes a long time to get there. So I want to say I really, really hope that the players that played on this 49ers Super Bowl team, Jimmy Garoppolo, Eric Armstead, Nick Bosa, Raheem Mostert, all these, Emmanuel Sanders, all these incredible, Deebo Samuel. There's so many players that I really love. I've come to really enjoy watching this football team. And there are so many players on this 49ers roster who, I mean, the potential is, the sky's the limit for this 49ers franchise and their future. But I hope those guys go to Hawaii or Cabo, Mexico, or the Caribbean or Belize or the Europe. Get away. Get away from the game for a little bit. Go take a break. Recuperate. Relax. Take time off. Reset. Grieve the loss. Do some journaling. Figure out how you feel about it. Go to counseling if you need. Take time off and refuel for the next journey that you're going to take, because life goes on. The 49ers, again, I said it, they're a young football team. They have a bright future ahead. They have a great head coach, a great defensive line, great running back, great receivers, great young quarterback. Nick Bosa, George Kittle, Jimmy Garoppolo, Raheem Mostert, so many talented young players. It's crazy to me. The 49ers can get back to the Super Bowl. They can. They have the pieces there to take another run. But the first step in that run is to take time off, to get away from the game, take time, reset, take a break, refuel emotionally for the next Super Bowl run that you're going to take place in next year, potentially. It's there, man. So a lot of teams flame out. Losing a Super Bowl is too heartbreaking. They're like, we can't. That's why I watched a documentary about it's called The Four Falls of Buffalo. It's the ESPN 30 for 30. About the Buffalo Bills going to 4 straight Super Bowls and losing 4 straight Super Bowls. The mental fortitude it takes to get back 4 times over and over. To get that long journey. How many football games do you play in a 4-year span to go to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row? It's at least 19 4 years in a row, maybe 20. That's unbelievable. How many football games that is. How many months of work that is. So again, I just think, man, the San Francisco 49ers wake up today, look in the mirror, just beat to shreds, man. Just totally discouraged, totally disheartened, and I don't blame them. You're like, well, it's easy to say, well, just get back to work. Come on. No, man, that's not how dreams work. That's not how that works. When you get crushed so close to your dreams, nah, man. You gotta recuperate, relax, reset your mind, refuel, and get ready for the next battle. All the meetings, all the OTAs, all the footwork drills, all the training, the hours a day of work. You got to just take some time off to recuperate for that. That is, in fact, the next step the 49ers need to take if they want to win a Super Bowl next year. The first step, surprisingly, is take a break, rest, recuperate, refuel, and get ready for the run again next year.